Hi guys, so I've decided to record lesson or table 3 from my office. It's a lot less noisy. All right, so I'm just going to go through all the steps like I did in class, and hopefully you will be able to follow along if you missed class this week. So this table is like a newspaper article, but it is a table. We're going to treat it like a table, but it looks like a newspaper article. So instruction 1 says, look at the newspaper article below. By the way, you can find the instructions on Google Classroom. Recreate this newspaper article in Microsoft Word. Okay, the font is going to be Times New Roman, so I'm selecting that. The font size is 12, unless we say otherwise, and I think for the title it is going to be different, but let's leave it at 12 for now. Line spacing options will be 1.15, and then line spacing options at the bottom will be 0. I think I said line spacing options 1.15 as well, but this is just normal line spacing. And then when you go to the options, you will choose the spacing after, and you will just make it 0. Then step 6 says insert 2 columns and 4 rows. And I realized yesterday that it should have been 5 because of that little text under the picture. So I'm going to insert 5. Now it says we're going to enter the title. So to enter the title, we have to erase the line in between the 2 columns, 401. Click outside to remove the eraser. Switch cap lock on and then type the title. All capital letters doesn't show spelling mistakes, so make sure you don't make a spelling mistake. All right, then it says the font size for the title should be 16. So I'm selecting it here and I'm changing the font size to 16. It should also be bold, and we are going to center the title. Now, there's something that I didn't include in this instruction, and that is create a 6-point space before and after the title so that it doesn't look so cramped. On the image, you will see that it looks like there's a little space above and below. So let's insert those spaces. So we're going to click before the B. Right, we don't have to right click. We can just go to line spacing options, and then the before spacing, let's just make it 6 points. And as you can see, it just creates a little bit of space there at the top. And then we click at the exclamation, and then we just change line spacing options for after to 6 point. As you can see, we're not doing that for everything in this table. We are just doing it for the title. Okay, so we are ready to continue. Now we're doing the subtitle, so we are erasing the line in between as well. And the subtitle is reported, see, put cap lock off, reported by Amanda Cowper, media correspondent, London. All right. Then it says the font size for the subtitle should be 12. I think it is 12. Format the subtitle to be italic. So we're selecting the subtitle and we're making it italic. Horizontally and vertically center the title and the subtitle, okay, which is like that. Otherwise, you can also choose this one, which will mean horizontally align it always. So up, down, side, everything. Okay. Now let's go to enter the text in row 3. Okay. So after a 6-month stay on the International Space Station, ISS, astronauts Tim Peake, Yuri Malenchenko, and Timothy Koprü have finally returned home to Earth. Okay. Now, we are leaving it in this little block over here, but we are changing it a little bit. It says, it appears in the picture to be bold, so we are also making it bold. And then I think it's also italic. Now, if I look at the instructions, it says, I think it says italic, but anyway, we are making it italic. And we are also justifying our text by clicking on justify. Let's enter the second paragraph. Last week, British astronaut Tim Peake returned home from an incredible 6 months stay aboard the ISS alongside his crewmates Yuri Malenchenko and Timothy Kopra. He is the first British astronaut to have lived on the ISS. This paragraph is not bold and it is not italic. So we are just selecting it and we are justifying the text. Over here, we are then left with this little text below the picture and it says landing with, oopsie, what am I typing? Oh, cap lock off. Landing with a bump. Tim Peake lands safely in Kazakhstan. Okay, now in the picture, it doesn't say how big this should be, but we can see clearly that it's supposed to be in one line and it is supposed to be very small. So when we make it 8 or let's say 9 is still too big, if we make it 8, it will appear in one line and it's going to be centered underneath our little picture. Okay. Then we're only left with this image that we still need to insert. But let's just delete this line that is preventing us from inserting the image over here. And we are, while we are in this position, also going to change a couple of things about the design before we insert the picture. So first of all, you notice that there's going to be a nice 3-point border above and below back to earth with a bump. So we're going to click on table design. We are going to click on border, which is the regular line there. And we are going to click on 3 points there. And now we're going to click this line and this line to make it bold. Okay, now we have to erase a couple of lines. Actually, we're not erasing them, we're making them invisible. So we are selecting no border, no? And then we are just clicking on the lines that we want to look invisible. And that is basically all the outside lines, all the lines in between the paragraphs. This one also didn't want to delete yesterday, but I'm going to figure it out just now. Maybe we will just delete it. And then this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So you will, oopsie, just continue with that. And like this as well. Okay. All right. And now let's insert that image. Okay. I'm just going to get it quickly. Okay. I'm taking this image from another table that I designed, but you can go to the internet and find your picture there. I'm clicking on paste. When we want to move this picture around, we just need to make sure that we click on picture format. And then here in wrap text, we have to say tight in order to be able to move this the way we want to move it. Then you can see it goes up, down, all around, things like that. All right, I see I forgot to erase a little line there. So I'm just going to go back to no border there and select, there we go, now it's gone. Okay, we don't want this to appear so far below, so we can now just try and see if we can pull this little border up. And there's another one there. I don't think we will be able to do that, so might as well enlarge this picture a little. All right, and that is that. And then, of course, I think the last one, last instruction says insert your name and your student number in the header. So you will just go to insert header, and in the header, you can choose any side of the header. Okay, then you will just say name and student number in the header, and then let's go to the footer, and in the footer you will say table 3. Okay, and that's it. There, our table is done. Our newspaper. I see it looks like a little bit more space here as well. So let's insert 6 points before and after as well here. Before and after, just to give us a little bit of space here with our subtitle. And that looks great. Right. Hope you can do this easily.